Hello there!
Welcome back to another episode of
We Are the Senate!
A Clone Wars breakdown where we'll watch and discuss a new Clone Wars episode every week. This week we'll be watching Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 20, Innocence of Liana. And we hope you enjoyed the show as much as we do.
Thanks for tuning in, and this is where the fun begins!
For those of you who haven't seen this Clone Wars episode in a while, we have a synopsis for you.
To sabotage a powerful separatist weapon, Obi-Wan and a small clone force enter an occupied town and discover that its residents are being used as a living shield.
So this is the second episode in the Ryloth story arc. Ahsoka has cleared the way for Obi-Wan's forces to get onto the planet's surface, and now they are tasked with saving the Twi'lek people. So it's a very daunting task, and like the synopsis said, the Separatists are using the Twi'leks as a living shield. So let's dive right in to our first scene.
I tell you, boy, this is creepy. You think they killed all of them? Well, there are no bodies. They were driven from their homes. I don't think they had a what? Choice.
That's sad that all of those people were. Yeah, so they've taken they've taken most of the Twi'leks into captivity, which is why their mission is so crucial.
Because, and that's just the entire population just wasting away.
Exactly, so that's why the Republic needs to save them, because that would be a terrible, terrible thing to happen if the Separatists killed all the Twi'leks.
Yeah.
But Waxer and Boyle definitely bring up some terrifying possibilities. They really could have killed all of them, but the Separatists like to play against the Jedi's weakness. But I mean, it's also strength. They want to help people and they want to save people. And if people are in danger, they're going to come to their aid. And so that's why their plans are not terrible in the sense that they're bad plans, but because they're doing horrible things to people, because they know that the Jedi will fall into that trap, because they have compassion, just not attached.
Yeah.
There's a fine line in there.
Yeah, a very fine
A very fine line.
Break.
Exactly. But Obi-Wan is trying to figure out a plan to actually save the Twi'lek people. So let's check it out.
Fairly guns. We're in the courtyard here. But there's a complication. They've taken the locals hostage and they're using them as shields.
The Twi'lek prisoners will make this difficult, but not impossible. I still have a good plan for taking out those guards.
Getting the villagers out of harm's way is our first priority. I have faith in you, General Kenobi.
Oh,
Cody, we'll go in with everything
yeah,
we
so
have.
tactical
Clear
droids
those
leading them,
hostages.
which is bad news.
Yeah.
So,
They're smart.
it's General Kenobi who is leading this assault. He is known for his deceptive maneuvers.
Roger, roger. Download his file.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got themselves into a very bad situation.
Exactly. That's what's kind of scary, because the tactical droids eventually discover how these generals do their fighting and how they conduct their battles, or their forces, I mean. And so that can be used against them. So Anakin is kind of spur of the moment rampage. And boy, does the 501st love it too.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is a little more decisive, but he's very witty about what he does. He's not as much of a brawler as he is a thinker, an intellectual. And he leads his forces well, and Cody's a great general for him. But it definitely poses a problem. The Separatists have, I think it's proton weapons, cannons, that could decimate a lot of the Republic's forces, and they have to save the Twi'lek, so it's a lot of mounting odds, and the situation keeps getting worse. But Waxer and Boyle have stumbled upon a Twi'lek child in Numa.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, who had escaped the Separatists taking all the Twi'leks into captivity, And well, it's quite a difficult situation because they can't take a child into a battlefield, but should they leave her behind? So it's a question they're faced with. So let's check in on Waxer and Boyle.
It's almost like similar to the Bad Batch when you have Omega.
Can't leave her
Yeah,
here.
and they're like, she's with the Kaminoans, but should we take her?
Be careful. Don't worry, Waxer.
Aw.
I don't think she's armed.
Dude, she
She
didn't
bites.
bite.
She bites.
Don't stop, you're scaring her.
She is so
She probably
blue.
thinks we're droids. It's all right. See, I'm flesh and blood, just like you. She looks half-starved. Yeah.
I've always wondered what that tastes like.
I have
Chicken.
to-
No. I love seeing this display of kindness.
Yeah.
Nerra? Nerra?
Now I'm Waxer. He's Boyle.
Nerra? Nerra?
Oh, you made a friend. Mission accomplished. Can we go now?
Hmm.
Come on, kid.
Waxer just wants to stay and help her.
Look, she doesn't even want to go. The monster was fine before we came along, so let's move.
Boyle's the stubborn one.
Yeah, Waxer has a kind heart. Ooh, she's following them.
Mm-hmm. But I love seeing their kindness
Yeah.
toward her.
Yeah, I feel like that's a great display of how like clones aren't as droids who would just walk straight past her.
Well,
Like
they
they
actually
actually,
shoot her.
Yeah.
If the droids
Kill
were there,
her.
they would have,
Um,
killed her.
But it's sweet. Waxer definitely feels like that older brother. Boyle's a little rough around the edges toward her. But it's a sweet little relationship. Obviously she's not,
Tiny.
well, obviously she's a kid and is not a soldier like them.
yeah.
But they still have compassion on her. And it's a terrible situation for all of them. And she's lost her parents and any siblings she might have. I'm not sure what her family looked like. But they're gone, and so obviously she's searching for protection. And it seems Waxer wants to provide that protection. And you see she follows them, so she still wants to stay with them. And it's actually really cute.
Yeah.
It's cute seeing Waxer and Boyle with her.
I also
Numa.
like how in this episode, like, she opens up, or Numa opens up eventually.
Yeah.
And
It's a very
I-
cute, sweet relationship.
I also will say, I think it's interesting how with Waxer and Boyle, you have Waxer who's a bit more open to, like, helping
Yeah.
this kid. And then you have Boyle who's like, we need to
A
get
little
back to the-"
hesitant.
Yeah, so it's showing, like, their clones aren't like droids, but they're also not like each other in some ways. Like, they're brothers, essentially, but they
Yeah,
all
but
are
they have their
different.
own personality,
Yeah,
which
and
Bad
they
Batch
respond to
displays.
different
Bad Batch
things as
displays
well.
that very well. The
Yeah.
different personalities.
Yeah.
And you should definitely watch it. Season 2 is great, by the way.
Amazing.
But let's dive into our next scene because they are trapped.
Yes.
Waxer, Boyle, and Numa, and well, the situation's looking pretty dire once again. So. I love that they take their helmets off when
Is
they're
this-
with her.
Was her home? Poor little thing. She lost it all.
I know. I remember that too.
Waxer's so sweet. He's giving her back her stuffed animal.
Is there any way this girl could have been the one with Cham and Rebel?
I think she is. I don't know if it's confirmed.
Comment down below if
It's okay now.
Yeah.
We're here to help.
Oh, this is actually really sweet.
I know.
Waxer, you should be a father.
Don't cry, kid. We'll keep you safe. I promise.
Oh. You better keep that promise, Boyle.
in that scene, Waxer is posing more as the the emotional support, but Boyle's definitely bringing up a good point. They need to protect her, and I mean, to make a promise that you're going to protect her is a little like it's unlikely that would happen. Of course, Clone Wars isn't dark enough to actually kill a child.
Yeah. No.
I mean, that takes it a little
pretty
too
much
far.
assume
They
they
do
were
it
safe.
off screen.
But I mean, the situation just keeps getting worse. You have these clones making this bond with her, and Obi-Wan does figure out how to free the Twi'leks, but it's not over. They are trapped, and Obi-Wan is injured.
Oh no. I love
And Numa ran out there to save him. So there's a lot of different problems. A child is out in the middle of a battlefield.
Trying to save
Great
a
job,
Jedi.
Waxer.
I don't think Boyle would be too happy
Boyle's
about
like,
that one.
shoot. But it's a very trying situation. So let's see, will they make it out alive?
Will he keep his
If
promise?
you've seen literally any other Star Wars movie, you probably know the answer.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Oh my gosh, I never really hear a tactical droid laughing and ha ha ha. Oh my gosh.
That's.
He went no.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Oh my God.
Did they rip its head?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The Republic.
That was
violent.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love
No,
it.
look
at this.
And then she looks. That's very dark, but you definitely see the Twi'leks were ready to be free of this separatist occupation. And I love that Numa went out there to help Obi-Wan.
I know, and I'm
so
like,
many guns.
he didn't really need the help.
Obi didn't really
It's
need
like
she's so, tiny
many
and she's
adopted
lifting him up.
children.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan just loves children. They're
exactly.
like, oh, a
Um,
child, come here.
But she took a very big step, and the Twi'lek people are free now.
Yeah.
Even though that was definitely scary, a little rebellion. But I think the tactical droid deserved it.
And did he?
Did
Or was he forced against his own will to do this?
Maybe he was. But with the Twi'lek people being saved, the Republic no longer is needed in this area. So that
Yes.
means Waxer and Boyle have to part with their new friend.
Oh no.
So get ready for tears now. I'm joking.
See you later, little one.
Oh my gosh, Waxer, please have a child. You'd be a great dad.
I know.
Hey, Numa. Stay out of trouble.
Was that Boyle?
Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
I like to be like,
Aww. Oh yeah, she was reunited with her father.
So, what is that she keeps calling us?
Nerra. It means brother.
Dude, he waved back. Oh my god.
Obi-Wan just had a little smirk like, yeah.
Well, it's really sweet because obviously the clones can be seen as kind of cold and just they're very determined but not super emotional. But I love that a different species and someone who didn't even know them was calling them brother.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
Don't do that in real
That
life.
has
And
to be
I mean-
Rebels lady.
Yeah.
It has to.
But compassion really is key in this episode.
Yeah.
I think it teaches an important lesson that you need to, if you're capable and have the ability to help others, I think you should take it and do it.
Yeah.
Because if they had left her, she would have died. And she was reunited with her father because of them. And so they acted as brothers should. They protected her and they took care of her and they reunited her with her family.
Yeah.
So they were very good clones. Very good clones.
Very good.
Applause
Yeah,
to
no,
Waxer
yeah.
and Boyle.
I thought she was in like friend when she said Nerra, or but then
brother.
bi. Like, why would you just be like brother,
She called-
brother?
She called him that
but it's still really sweet. But
Yeah.
it's another little hidden gem. Season 1, it only gets better from here.
Yeah.
But I really love Waxer and Boyle now.
Yeah,
That's
especially
for sure.
Boyle. I mean, no, not Boyle, especially Waxer.
Yes, but it was a great episode.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Thanks for watching! Please comment, turn on notifications, and hit the subscribe button to support the Threepios.
Also, thanks to our sponsor, Dave Filoni. We couldn't have done this without you.
Tune in for new episodes Wednesdays, and
May the force be with you!